I think I'm live. I'm not sure. Hi, Elise. It's jelly time. I'm hoping my tummy's not giving me too much of a break this morning, so I'm hoping I can do this. I'm going to try. Oh, thanks, honey. I had my husband clean my brayer, and then I forgot to pick it up. So how are you, Elise? I'm just going to show a few things. I'll wait a few minutes till maybe some others come in. I was just getting ready to maybe leave a message that I couldn't stream this morning. And then it was time to get started. Hi, Ann. Good morning. Having some tummy troubles, Teresa. Good morning. Brenda. Good morning. It's a little dreary today. You're good? That's great. I don't know. I was doing fine. My sister was here yesterday. We were painting and we watched the ball game together last night. Slept fairly well and she stayed over. She just left. And gosh, all of a sudden my stomach's not quite right. So we'll see. I might not be able to last too long. We'll see. I don't know. Just cropped up out of nowhere. I don't know. I don't know, girls. I might have had too much of a busy day. You didn't get a notification? Yeah, I set it up and scheduled it like maybe about 40 minutes before I was going to start. I don't know. I don't know what causes sometimes to not get notifications because that happens to me too sometimes. Well, I took a trip to, I stopped at Goodwill the other day, got a couple of things, mostly for the grandkids and, just rummaging around. This isn't one of them, but I did find something at the thrift shop I wanted to show you. I don't know. I'm sipping on some ginger ale. That might help. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Let me put this aside. I was trying to cover up my glare. I saw this box and I thought, what in the world is this? Hey, Devin. Good morning. It was $4.99. It needs to be cleaned. But I'm really close to my camera. I might have to back that camera out. It's all thread. Now, I'm really not a sewer, but I do like to sew on paper. And I was looking at thread not too terribly long ago, and man, they want a lot of money for thread these days. So even though these aren't necessarily all the colors I might pick out, but look. And then on the bottom there were some that's on wooden spools. So I thought for $5 that wasn't too bad. Plus the box. I thought it was a cute little box. So I didn't think that was too bad for $4.99. So I picked that up. And then I have discovered recently, like I said, I'm not much of a sewer. That batik fabric. I don't know if I could do this. I looked it up one time what it is, and I think they put wax or something down on cloth, and then they put dye on it or whatever, and it makes these patterns. Anyway, I know I could probably get this cheaper. I don't think I paid a whole lot for this. It was 3 different bundles. Oh, there goes my dog. Let's see, where did I get this? I think I got this on. Let me just look because I don't want to misspeak. Because I think this girl is on Facebook Marketplace. And let me see if I can find it quickly. I have a hard time with some of this. I could probably find it better on my phone. Oh, I was going to take the phone out. Let's see if it's in my... I'm not good at all this stuff. I'm wanting to say it was $10 a bundle. They're not fat quarters. They're not. They are 9 by 22 pieces. I don't see where this recent activity. Oh, here we go. Might be in here. No. Huh. I'm not sure how this works. I thought I'd be able to see where I made my purchases. I know it came up on my phone. Well, that doesn't really matter. If you would be interested to find out, the lady that sells this, just ask me. I'll tell you. But I just thought the patterns were so pretty. So this is her gold bundle. And let me see. I'll open one up. See, it's not 18 by 22. They're 9 by 22. So it's still a decent size piece of fabric. I mean, I wanted to make some fabric journals, like the ones I made. Most of the fabric I had was just one-sided, so I had to put two pieces together. But I was wanting to make some where both sides, looked as good as the other. So I thought about this. And then she had different colors. Look at that one. I'm greatly influenced by color. Look at this. Okay. This is kind of like a lavender and into an eggplant, those spots. Can you see enough? Now then this one is her, I think she called it teal. I don't know, man. I don't think there's like a bad one in the bunch. Look at that. And then I think this is the red. That's red and purple. I don't know if you can tell. Good morning, Carol. That looks like, leaves or something. That one's cool. That's more red and black. This is more of, I don't know if you can tell, like a fuchsia kind of a color. So I thought they were pretty cool. Can't believe the camera's not going crazy. I really like this one a lot. Really like that one a lot. So let's see here. I don't have my phone on. I hope I don't get any. Well, I switched my settings, and hopefully, good morning, Cheshire Cat. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Dar. I was going to say Dar. Thanks, Devin. Hi, Dar. I changed my settings, so hopefully I won't have any butts. Let's see. I don't know if I can find where this gal sent me a message. If I can see. Well, I'll just leave it. If anybody's interested to know more about where I got this fabric, just let me. Here we go. Lot of 10. Okay, so there's 10 in each bundle. I got 3 bundles, and then with shipping, it was $36. And shipping was $8.50. So that's a little high. So I didn't think that was too much for the fabric because, I just like the patterns so much and the colors. I don't know. I don't think maybe it's not a deal, but I like the color, so I just went ahead and got it. Okay, so I've been fussing around with my jelly plate. I love the way jelly plate prints look. I'm not very good at it. I've had some help from Devin and Lisa Conway. They helped me and answered some questions, so I've gotten a little better about it, but I just have some things I want to do and to use the jelly plate, so I thought I'd mess around with that this morning. And like I said, my tummy is not feeling all that great. So, okay, Elise, thanks for popping in. And I'm just going to see how far I get before I might have to exit stage right. Right now, it's not feeling too great. Okay, so I'm going to use my small plate. I don't know how that's going to be. I had found a book at, hey, Ray, good morning. Nice to see you. I had found a book at, I believe it was a Five Below. And I didn't care so much for the stuff that was on the pages as much as I did how the pages felt. I don't know if that makes sense, but I thought I could do something with it. So these pages have been laying around a while. So this is, I kept the cover. This is what it looked like, but I didn't really, I'm not a, write out stuff journaler. And so I took it apart. It was stitched. And it just, to me, had some weird stuff in it that I would never do. This will be Our Year by the Zombies. List your favorite songs. List your best relationship advice. See, I'm just not into any of this jazz. But I like the way that the pages felt. I like the size of the book. And it was like $5, so I bought it. So I took it apart, took most of the pages out, and left this connected because I was thinking I would, eventually put this in another cover. And then I coffee stained them. Now, apparently, this is a while ago, a good year or so ago. Apparently, I took some of the pages and I cut the bottom off. You see, these are all the pages I took out, but they're a different size. So, you know what? I'm going to take a cracker, see if that's going to help me at all. I don't know, guys. I'm just really, I'm really battling this here. It's always on stream day. Good morning, Journey. All right, so I was messing around with a couple pages the other day. And I thought, well, I could jelly print over top of the stuff I don't like. This is upside down. So please excuse me while I'm munching on a cracker. So I've got a bin of things here that I've been using to make impressions on my plate. And I just thought I'd try to print some of these. So I'm going to see how far I can get. For those of you that are just coming in, welcome, welcome. I'm was feeling fine, then all of a sudden, right before showtime, my tummy started to act a little weird. So I just need to move a few things. I had my husband cleaning my brayer. Thanks, Devin. so I could be ready, but I'm not really quite ready. So I'm just going to move a couple of things. I have my ginger ale handy. And I think I'm going to try to use some of my paints that are, you know, there's not much paint in them anymore, you know, or I've had them a while. I'm not too concerned about colors per se, like a color theme, you know, for the pages. And I've just got a composition book here to do my roll off, my brayer. And I'm going to grab my little bin of some of my favorite things to roll across the plate. And I'm hoping that once I get going, it'll take my mind off my tummy. All right, so I did clean my plate a little. I'm really a messy crafter. So it had some crispy bits, so I kind of cleaned those off. Now this is my 8x10, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's a good size for this. So, and then I have these little, I'm working on these little, you know, these little mini composition books also that you can pick up places. I've been printing in these. Some are inks, some are from the gelli plate, but I've got a couple of pages here and there that's still, so I think I'm gonna, oh, this one looks pretty good. This might be the done one. So whatever extra I have on the plate, I'm gonna, so when you see me pulling out these little books, that's what I'm trying to, you know, finish up some of these pages, and I'll pick up some of the bits that I have left on my plate. So hopefully most of you know how this works. I'm not an expert. This is a purchased gelli plate, gelli brand, and it's seen better days, that's for sure. And this is my messy brayer. This one is the one that is less squeaky than most that I have, so that's a good thing. Not everybody likes to hear that you know, kind of thing. And all right, I'm going to start with a bluegrass green. I'm just going to put a little bit here. Now, please chime in if you see me doing something that is not good to do. I tend to be heavy with paint on the plate. This is a lime green. Most of my paints are either folk art or deco art, either Americana. I have some, what's that other one I like? Well, I'll pull one out and I'll see it for sure. Maybe I'd like a little purple. I like a little purple in there with my greens. This is one, Ceram Coat. I like those three brands. They're my favorites. And I'm trying to do just little drips because I am very heavy-handed at times. All right, let's move my mouse out of the way. Now, the one gal, and Devin, you have to correct me. Good morning, Susan. Nice to see you. I'm eating crackers, girls. Sorry. What was the gal's name, Devin, that you're following? Brigitte Keepson? I watched a little video of hers, and Devin recommended a video too. I haven't watched that one yet, but when I watched Brigitte, see, like I normally would put my paints on and then just wicky whack it every which way and crisscross, but she did it kind of in sections. So that's what I've been trying to do. Like she would go here. Now she might brayer that off. I'm not even sure. And then like down here, whatever she might have. and get them on the plate really well. Now this might be a little too thin. I'm going to add a little white and brighten it up a little bit. Coopson. Okay. Thanks, Dev. And one thing, now I'm sure most of us in this room have seen, well, you really can't see that very well after I have seen Devin Rex for Art. Got to check out her channel. I don't think I have any mods here right this second. I'm going to pop that in. Pop in Devin's. Let's see what I have here. All right. So one thing that I've started to use is I've had these rolly things that were Stampin' Up from years ago. See, now I got too smushy schmeary there. I pressed down too hard. Very heavy. I'm very heavy-handed, girls. Very, very heavy-handed. And let's see what else I have here. Then this was probably a mistake using, okay, Devin says I have my week 4 of Brigitte's challenge ready to post soon. Oh, cool. We'll have to look for that. This is a embossing folder, and that's going to be, I know, a bear to clean, but I've been using little pops of it on my plate. And then I have this leaf stamp that I like, so I've been using that, and I'm kind of making them all basically the same, because then I don't have to think about it, because this is not, I'm not really very good at this. And there's a couple other ones that I really like. I had this on a board on one of those big blocks, so I took it off. No, the fabrics I bought, Susan, from Facebook Marketplace. If you want to know where I got them, I can get you the lady's information. But they're supposed to be, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, batik or bastique. So I did that. I like this. I call it a Harlequin print. I don't know if that's right, but I like that. And then I have this stamp. I've had this a long time. I like this. So now I'm thinking to myself, am I dawdling? Do I take too long at doing this? Is this some of my problem? The problem I was having the other day was my paint was peeling up. This is a little brick wall. I love the brick wall. Now I mushed instead of getting a nice stamp. And then I usually come over it with some kind of a honeycomb. Yes, it would be a great idea. And I have done that, and I like the fabrics that I did. Lisa and Tanya did that one time. Well, maybe they did it more than once. Okay, I've got to get a better setup here. Now I started picking up right from here instead of putting anything on top. So let me see if that works, because I don't know if that's correct or not correct. I've tried to get I'm going right kind of in the middle. I tried to do transfers. Kimberly 557, good morning. My transfers, not so good. Devin says, Lori, you will be happy to hear I had issues with my paint peeling up on my brayer in my video coming up. Oh my gosh, I hope I didn't jinx you. I don't know. Can you guys see the plate okay? Because, like, I think that looks really cute. See, now I guess that part got too dry, so it didn't pick it up. And then I've got a little bit here on the edge that, I didn't press down. So I'm going back over to the edge here, and I'm going to press that down. Yeah, see, that works. And then I'm going to grab a couple of my little books, my little mini composition books, and I'm just going to grab up the rest of this print if I can. Yeah, see, it's getting too dry. So now that this is dry, if I'm correct, I should be able to put a little bit of something over that and pick it up, right? Without an issue. So I had another thought this morning. Excuse me, I have to eat these crackers. I think it's going to help my tummy. Has anybody tried jelly printing on, well, I'm sure somebody has, but I mean anybody in our group here? Jelly printing on a playing card? Now, I know they're slick, but I was thinking I was going to sand this a little bit. Thanks, Devin. I got a little bit here, right? And so it's too dry to pick it up. So I'm just going to let it continue to dry. I got a little chunk of something there. I'm going to take an emery board if I can find one. Just, I use these, to... Have you done a playing card, Anne? So I'm just going to sand this a little bit. Let's see if I can take off a little bit of that real slippery, glossy business. And then I'm just going to try to be very light-handed with some white. The other thing I noticed that Devin does, I think, Dev, you mostly go one way and then the other. You don't see, now it's starting to pick up a little bit. So I guess I need a little more. Let's see if hopefully I don't ruin this. See, I'm tempted to go back and forth, but I think Deb kind of goes in one direction at a time. All right, I'm going to put my playing card down and see if I can get anything. All right, let's see. Deb says she thinks it should work if I sand it. Let's have a look. Well, it picked it up, but of course that was mostly the green corner. Because this particular card is so dark on the back, Devin says she does different things depending on her mood. She tries to go one way until your brayer and plate is loaded usually. And maybe that was the problem on our last video. All right, now I guess I should have probably some kind of pickup paper, but you know what? I have this composition book sitting right here. So how about I just see if I can, oops, I have some paint sitting there and just knock them over. Yeah, that's really dry. Dry bones, dry bones, dry bones. All right, let me try some darker colors because I'm interested about those. I'm interested to see if I can get more more to show up on the back of that card. All right, Devin, thanks for popping in. Oh, thank you. Take care. Have a good day at work. All right, so let me. I think this purple is a little darker than that. Oh, that's almost empty. All right, I'm going to do this dark purple. Then I'm going to pick out a darker blue. Try not to knock everything over. This is a Midnight Sky. This is a folk art color. And I'm going to put that, and this is more like a purple blue. That's a little juicy. A little juicy. And then I'm going to be really crazy and add a little bit of my Hot Shot Fiery Red. This is a neon color. Now this is very transparent and it's not as opaque as those other colors. And then let me see, let me throw in, I want something else dark, I think. Maybe not too terribly dark. Let me try a royal fuchsia. Okay, so what I want to remember to tell you guys, I'm going to try to work this out. I've decided to leave the co-op that I've been a part of for the last, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. And Wednesday I worked my last shift there. And the girl I was working with, she paints on glass. She paints wine glasses, and they're really very, very pretty. She does nice work. And so we got chatting, and she said she has a webcam. She hasn't figured out how to work it, but she's going to work on that. And I think I can talk her into coming on as a guest and show us. Oh, see, look, I didn't shake. Oh, Phil, I didn't shake that. Let me put a little, let me see if I can get a little of this blue-green on here and get that to stick. So I think I can talk her into coming on once she figures out her camera and have her come on and be a guest and show us how she paints on glass. She has an Etsy shop. I don't know the name of it. See, it's really light right there. Not got enough paint there. Let me work on that. Okay, so I'm going to do basically the same design that I did earlier with the same pieces to some degree. Now, this is kind of like a little cherry blossom thing. Yeah, so I'll let you know. I'll post it in my community tab, and then I'll announce it on Murray's Fibs Diggity page. And the other thing is she's left-handed. Now, how cool will that be to watch her work? I love watching left-handed people work, number one. Number two, especially for left-handed people. It's nice for them to see someone do art, I think. So I'm going to see if I can work that out. Real nice gal, very talented. Now, as I'm putting these images on here, I'm also stamping these off on my roll-off book. And then sometimes I like to do circles, just big circles. And I think I put my circle that I was using in the sink to be washed. So I'm just going to use this plastic lid, I think. Well, you know what? I think it would be better if I use the bottom because it gives me more to hold on to. So I'm just going to add some circles here like that. Now, the thing is, that's really dark. So let's see if it works on the card. I have to keep track of where I'm putting my stuff. So I'm going to sand off this playing card. I'm using the same blue card. See if I can, and I'm just wiping that dust off. Let's go right here in the middle. Now this might be too much paint to get a print. I don't know. So you probably should know more than I do to be fussing around with this, but I didn't say it was a tutorial. Look, I got something that, I don't know where all these little, ew, that's kind of fun, guys. Look. So this was the first one. See how light, but I went with the darker colors. Let me do a couple more. Now see what I should have done. Well, I just thought of it. I just thought of it before I came on. And you know, I never thought to try that. But had I thought sooner, Susan, it might have been. It didn't look like a cracker. Actually, it looked like the skin off of a walnut or something, but I didn't have any. But it could be. It could very well be. So if I had thought of this sooner, I could have had the cards pre-sanded. Now let's just see what happens if I don't sand a card. How about we do that? Let's go this way. And then I get the back sides all messy. I'm going to sand another one while that one's sitting on there. I love the neon colors on my jelly plate. Hey, Gillian, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Mary had mentioned in her stream earlier this morning that JL is having some health issues. So if you're a prayer person or want to send good vibes to JL or maybe send her a little message, that would be great. We want to keep our JL in our thoughts and prayers, please. Now that was without sanding it. Now, of course, the true test will be once it dries, how well it sticks. But it's acrylic paint, so it should stick pretty good. And then you don't have to fuss around with sanding. And to tell you quite honestly, that works a lot better for me than. Yeah, I saw them not too long ago, so I'm not sure And, you know, to respect her privacy, Mary didn't say anything other than that. Hey, Pandora's Box. Hi, good morning. You got this. Oops, thanks. Okay, Pandora's Box. I think I've seen you, Pandora's Box, at Kathy Arbor, and if am I correct? Are you Dorothy? There you go. Thanks, Gillian. Hi, Dorothy. I thought you were Dorothy. Nice to see you. Now, of course, that corner was mostly, but see, I could come back and print again, right? Oh, I forgot this number 9 up here in the corner. Now, I have a new set of fingernails that I'm dying to put on, but I haven't because I've been messing around with all this ink stuff, and I don't want to get my new nail set all messed up. Okay, so I'm going to lift up the rest of this if I can, and some of my little composition books here. I'm so excited about these composition books. I think they really look cute. And then I'm going to put a different cover on them because there's no way you're going to be able to keep, well, for me, keep the covers clean and print stuff. That's just me. But some of these pages I think are looking pretty cool. And then I thought, well, what am I going to do with the inside cover? And then I started to print on the inside cover too, so that works. Plus, you add doodads when you use the cards. Yeah, well, you know what? I've been thinking about creating some prompt sets. As most of you know, I'm involved with Keisha's Market, the virtual craft vendors market on Keisha's Creations channel. And I'm always trying to think of some different things that might be fun to do and create. Okay, so now I've got this left on my plate, which I don't know if you guys can tell. It looks pretty cool. So I'm going to just add some white, a little bit of white. And then I'm going to print that on one of my pages from my Five Below book. Now I'm going to brayer a lot of this off, I believe, because I want a thin coat. I don't have my plate in the best position. I should really move it over. But my camera setup, I have a little arm that has a ring light, which I don't use because it makes a ring on my glass surface. And it clips onto a shelf. I have a metal desk unit that I work at. It's in the corner. It's a corner unit, which works out great for my room and my setup. So I can clamp it onto the shelf, which works really great. But the arm is not real long, so I can't bring it over too much further than it is. But for the jelly plate, I would like this. I guess I can move it a couple inches over. Might help. Now, last time when I pulled this print, I did not rub down my edge very well. So let's see if we get anything. Oh, not too bad. So that helped kind of clean the plate. And then I've got more yummies there that I can pick up. Trying to find some. I know there's pages in here where I need to pick up stuff, but now, of course, I'm not finding it. There we go. The picture's very clear. Oh, good. That's always good. Now, some of you are probably thinking, I don't know, why doesn't she wear rubber gloves or plastic gloves? But I don't have, welcome back, Cheryl. I don't have the kind that fit really nice and tight to your hands. And I just find them bothersome. And for the most part, I don't mind my hands getting cruddy. So I just figured all this stuff that I wanted to get finished, I'll do before I put on my new nails. Okay, so these playing cards are dry already. I'm going to move my plate over just a little bit. Just a little bit, doo-doo, just a little bit, doo-doo. All right, let's see. Anybody have any particular color combos that they think might look good? I'm going to start doing some orange. You can, if you have any ideas. I'm going to use some of this red, some orange. And I have something obviously blocking my wheel. And I'm going to use some of my neon torrid orange. Okay, so let's start with, this one is Jack-o'-lantern, and this is Americana. And I'm going to do what Brigitte did, just start in one corner, add my colors. Let's see if I can get some of this. This says Delta Ceram Coat Pearls. You know what? I don't even, Violet Pearl. I probably got this at a Goodwill or something, because I don't remember ever buying that. So I'll put a little bit of that pearl on there. And then I'm going to add some of my purple. This is a nice dark purple. Not as dark as your, what is it, dioxine purple? But it's a nice, rich purple. And I'm going to add a little red. This, what is this? This is that, oh, this is Fine Touch. I forget whose brand that is. It's all right. It's very thick. It's just all right. Not sure I would buy it again unless it was like a super deal. And then, oh no, I don't want the Hot Shots. I'm going to use the Torrid Orange. And now I'm going to start just working that into my plate. Now, I'm sure there are a lot of people that work with the jelly plate and do fantastic things. But my world is very small. As with, I guess, most of us, we have our favorites that we like to watch on YouTube, as do I. And that would be Deb and Rex for art for me, and Lisa Conway from Lisa My Eclectic Life. I think those girls are really talented. Oh, that looks like ketchup and mustard on a hot dog or a hamburger. Not all your color choices are going to be terrific. Now, I'm going to try to get a straight print because I get a little, I wish I had, okay, So I guess it's because your stamps are backwards. But if you do a transfer with words, they come out right. But if you use a word stamp, they're backwards. Now numbers, I don't care so much if they're backwards. You may care. I don't really. But a large block of letters. I don't know. I'm a little fussier about that. What's the little fussier? Now this has words in it, but you can't really see. Thanks, girls. I wasn't sure how this is gonna. We'll see. And my girlfriend Jean, I've talked about her before, and sometimes she comes in chat. I'm just trying to get her interested in art journaling, and she started a napkin journal. She's doing very well, but she's nervous, you know. I'm just trying to let her loosen up a little bit, you know. And you know how it is when you first start. You're just unsure till you start getting your groove on. But she's doing good, and it's so fun to see her, starting to think outside the box. This is kind of cool. This was on a block. I'm going to add a few of those in. And where's my, I can't tell you how much I like that brick stamp I have. Of course, now I don't know where I just had it. I don't know what to do with it. I really like this script. I wish I could find a right side forward script thing. This one's kind of cool too. But the thing I was trying to tell Jean is don't stamp everything or glue everything in the center. Put some off to the side. Hello, Angie Brown. What are you up to, Ange? She popped in to say hi. Thank you. All right. I got to find my brick, but I guess discover where I put that in a minute. All right. So now I'm going to take another one of my pages. This is going to be really dark. This says Cafe du Nord, San Francisco concert. Yeah, I just don't, Is anybody else like me? Do you buy things or books or journals or magazine or whatever just because you like the way it feels? I guess I'm very tactile. All right, if anybody said some color combos, I missed it. All right, so Susan said you could cover that word stamp with hot glue and make another stamp if it's rubber. Oh, I like this stamp. In fact, I have two of them. But the stamps are backwards, right? So when you stamp it, the letters are going the right way. So I need a word stamp. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Or am I thinking incorrectly? You would need the words to be right. That's kind of cool. I lost my hot orange, but that's not too bad. I'm going to put that up to dry so I can do the other half of the page. Let me do some of these playing cards. I don't know if I can lift that stuff up in the center. Okay, what smells? I missed what smells. Yeah, it would have to be specifically for doing like your jelly print, because to use it In any other project, it would not be right. I mean, it's not like I'm going to carve my own stamp because I can't even imagine carving letters, right? That would not be for me. Okay. That's mostly just a blob of red. Let's see what I can get on my book page. One of my little books was so wet. I ripped out the pages, kind of deteriorated from the... Now, I don't know if all these little composition books are sewn, but the ones I have are sewn. So that makes it nice to work with, really. Okay, Susan said, I used to live at the library when I was a kid, and I'd always take a deep breath when I went in. The wonderful smell of books. Ah, and there's our Barb. Hi, Barb. Barbara. Chicken pot pie. Did you have a good vacation? Okay. Now I'm just going to put my new stuff on top of here. So let's go with something a little lighter. Let's try some blues. Let's see what we have here in blue. This is Deco Art, Island Blue. Let's get tropical. Oh, that was nice, Kimberly. Kimberly saved Barbara's seat. All right, so we've got the light blue. Now let's do, this is a navy blue. Again, a Deco Art. I mean, I don't know what the difference. There's Deco Art Americana, and then this one's called Crafters Acrylic. I don't know. Didn't do any research. Oh, it was wonderful. That's so great. Nice. That is so nice. It's so lovely to get away. And lovely to come home. Lisa, hi. Nice to see you. Okay, this is a metallic. Dazzling metallic. Let's not forget dazzling. And then I have some sparkle. Let's see. This is extreme glitter. But I want, yeah, it says acrylic paint. Now I know a lot of people don't like to put glitter on their paint, but I like to put glitter. I like to glitter it up. All right, so I need some kind of a pop. Now I do have any of you ever used the glow in the dark paints? I don't really know if they really glow in the dark, but they give a nice, because they're kind of like they're almost like a neon. It's a real bright blue. So I'm going to add some of that. I got to get some more of these. These are getting a little low. All right. Now, has anybody ever, when they're using their plate, once you start using it a while and you're brewing and, you know, doing whatever, you start to create some static electricity, and then when you squeeze the paint on, it goes all whirr. I love that. I wish you could just print that. All right, I'm going to use my heat gun on my rub-off book because I want to be able to journal in that, and I don't want my pages to stick together. So just one moment, please. I could put a little, I'll put my little paint bottle there. It won't stick to that. That'll be all right. That'll be all right. I should have had my hubby clean 2 of my brayers. Now you can see there, can you see how loopy and thin that glow in the dark is. So I'm going to have to mush over that. Mush. Mush. Now these blues should work pretty well together. So I don't have to be, I don't think, as careful setting up my plate. Because some colors that you might use will make, like an army green or something that's not super attractive. So now I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit. Do a blended plate. And then in my roll-off, where I'm cleaning off my brayer, and then you've got that sparkle. Oh, girls, I just love the sparkle. I do love the sparkle. All right, let's see. I'm going to get out another one of mine. Now, this guy, he wasn't rolling so good the other day. This is one of those Stampin' Up. You put the ink thing goes in there, and you just keep rolling and inking, and they're really kind of cool. But I saw somebody, it might have been Patty Tolley Parish that I saw do this. I'm not sure. How cool is that? Now, that time I did pretty good. I didn't mush it. No mushing at the jelly plate. I'm going to come back in with the Harlequin. And this it's just hit or miss. Now, I do find when I get a little too much on the plate, then I have a hard time controlling my stamp. And it kind of, I get a little bit of a wiggle. But then if I stamp a couple things on top, it's not so bad. Not so bad. All right, I'm going to come in with the leaves. Now, I'm trying to keep myself from investigating, what does Devin call them? Art foam stamps? I'm sure I would want to drop a few bucks in art foam stamps. Now, I do have some foamies that I found on McCary, probably a couple years ago now, and they were very reasonable. But I'm thinking the art foams are not so. See, like this. The other thing is I have trouble picking them up. I should put some kind of a little handle on there. And sometimes you can see my corners. I dip the corners down. I don't press it correctly. So let's discover everything that's wrong with Lori today. Let's see. Let me get a little bit of this guy in here. I forgot to look for my. The other thing I like is if you stamp in the lighter section on your plate and then stamp it again without working the color off. Bye, Dorothy. You can get a little bit of that light paint on your dark area. So that's kind of cool. And I really need to find my brick. She's a brick house. So I'm learning. Oh, there it is. I'm learning to just really do whatever you want. I might try a couple of little freeform ones with a brush too. All right, this is really juicy. Juicy. Oh, look. Isn't this cool? See how much I've been stamping? And now the acrylic is there's so much that was on there. That's acrylic paint. Barbara, it's going to be 75 today? Girlfriend, get out your bikini. Get out your bikini, girl. All right, let me get this page. This says lab part. Well, that one's still kind of wet. You know what? I'm going to put that aside. Let that dry. What's this one say? Marriage. It's got an engagement ring. This one, I didn't shave for 3 months afterwards. It's just, to me, it's just bizarre stuff. Bizarre stuff. All right, what does Susan say? Everything that's wrong with Lori? Am I doing a marathon stream? It would have to be a weekend. It would have to be a weekend for sure. Well, somebody was saying, and was it Journey? Or was it Judy? I think it might have been Journey. Was saying they had their air conditioner checked, and I was saying we had an air conditioning guy coming out. Yep, we need a new air conditioner. So one of our wires or something burnt out. Oh, I think this one looks cool, guys. I know, Susan. It was very funny. Very funny. No, I have issues for sure. Yeah. We've been here. Oh, I don't know. Can you see this? Can you see the little shimmer and sparkle from that extreme glitter? Oh my gosh, I love that. I think my husband said the unit's like 29 years old. Pardon me, I had to have a little sippy. I'm going to stamp on top of this card. It's mostly red. But probably my husband could deal with it, but I'm of the age and the physical makeup that I just really, really cannot deal with being hot. And, at this point in life, it's really kind of a necessity. And we're in South Jersey. So, it's for a good part of the year that, we're really warm. I'm needing to do a light page. Thanks, Anne. Because that's not showing up so great. Let me get one of my little books. My little book nook. So we had planned to have a family picnic. We've got several birthdays in May. My daughter and son-in-law have, a decent sized yard. So they were going to host. Kind of because my one sister who normally would host, they sometimes have their fur grandbabies to watch. And my son-in-law is very allergic to cats. So we just thought, well, we could be outside and be at, my daughter's. And my son-in-law has COVID. So we've postponed our picnic. The bummer part is I still have we still have our granddaughter's birthday gifts, so that's a bummer. Let's see. Gillian says in the spring of 2003, while we were preparing for her son's wedding, Buco Bucks, of course, the furnace AC had to be replaced. Oh my gosh. Then the well. Oh my gosh. A year to remember or a year to forget. Well, when we were moving from Pennsylvania to Jersey, and people say, why do you want to do that? Yes, I mean, 29 years doesn't owe you anything. Of course, we haven't been here 29 years, but that's not the point. I mean, the unit doesn't owe anybody anything at this point. Anyway, okay, I didn't see any colors come up in chat, so I'm just going to continue. So if anybody has an idea. I'm going to try to go a little lighter this time because I want to print on the back of some of those cards, of those playing cards. So I'm going to work with, let's see, what is this? This is a pink seashell. I don't think there's much in here. Yes, Murphy's Law, or as my dad would say, my dad always would say, Lucky Eddie strikes again. Coral, teal, and yellow. Ooh, that's a fun combo. All right, Anne. Let me see if I, you know what? I'm going to dump this upside down. We'll hold off on these pinko colors. What'd she say? Oh, I could try that, Susan. That's a very good idea. All right, so Anne wants coral, teal, and yellow. All right, so this is my neon red. Let's see. I think I do have a decent coral. All right, this is called Coral Blush, so we'll use that. Let's put that upside down for a minute. And then teal and a yellow. All right, I'm going to say, I don't have much in yellow, but I do have a little. I have this lovely summer squash, so we'll use that. And let's pick out a teal. I might go two-toned on the teal. I have this tropical blue, which is a dark teal. Very, very nice teal. And this one is a desert turquoise. This is one of my favorite colors. What is this color down here? Oh, that's the tropical. And I just bought a patina. Where is that? A little squirt of that might look good too, because this is real light. Okay, so let's do the coral. Let me get some of this. Try to get that paint blob out of there, and I got it all over my thumb. All right, so let's do a little bit of coral here. And what did I miss? Doris says she had to replace her HVAC unit, and it was only 10 years old. Oh my. Now you need a water heater. Well, that's for sure. They don't make things that last anymore. All right, now we're going to go with the summer squash. I want to do like, not rainbowy really, but I have a color combination that I really like. So I think I'm going to do the medium teal there, the dark teal all the way at the bottom. I don't know, Journey was at Murray's. But she was in the, what did she say? She was in the balcony. So I think she's probably busy doing stuff. Oh, Finker's busy. All right, I'm going to flip a page of my clean off. And that's really kind of not, well, it's going to stick a little bit, I think. All right, so let's go this way first so I can try to get that worked in. I was thinking about fingerprints too. I wonder how fingerprints would look on the plate. And let's get these two going. I'm just moving down a little bit back and forth so I can kind of get a nice blend on those two colors. They look beautiful. This is very tropical. See, this is so big. Let's see. I don't think I have. I've got a dirty brayer under here. Oh, that one's a big one too. All right, I'm going to go for it. Let's just try. Oh, I don't know, Ann. This is looking pretty cool. Look at this on in my clean off book. those colors. They look beautiful, Anne. Good choice. Okay, here we go. I'm going to put some of these flowers and words. See now, I went to the lighter colors, and then when I went down here in the teal, the lighter colors, I didn't clean off the stamp, showed up, and then from the dark, I went up to the light, and they show up, and it really looks cool. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it really looks cool. All right, let me get... I don't know what this is for. I saw this somewhere and picked it up. And it's got a couple different little wheels. I guess it's for stenciling. Look, see, now there's dry paint. I flicked it. And see, this is why my plate dries, because I take too long. Gosh, I might have to get out a piece of white paper for this, because this looks really pretty. All right, now I'm going to use my numbers because I love them. And my brick. And I'm going over top of the other imprints that I'm making too. And I have this little flower that I've been using. I don't know how well that's going to stamp today because I didn't clean it off. Not so great. Let me use the other end. I mean, I stamped it off, but you know, they get down in the little crevices. See what else I got going on here. Let's see, I'll put a couple of these little flowers. And then where's my, let's do some, oh goodness me. There's a little thing still in that container. Couple little circles, couple big circles, I should say. And everything's dropping like flies. I know I have paper here. I want to do my honeycomb because I really, really like it. See how, can you tell? See how I went down the dark? Oh my gosh. I'm repeating myself. I love that. Okay, so hopefully I can grab a sheet of paper here and not cause a avalanche. I'm doing regular paper. This is, I think, 24 pound. This looks beautiful on the plate. Thank you, Barb. Okay, I'm excited. It's very pretty. Good choice, Anne. Very pretty. I would have never put that together. Very, very pretty. All right, let's lay that one up here. I'm going to put a little bit of white on here. See if I can. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put. Maybe I won't put white. Maybe I'll put a little white. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this patina. Well, maybe I'll put patina down here. little being a little obstinate. And then I'm going to put some more of the tropical blue. It's really a nice, I'm going to put that up top. We'll switch that up a little bit. And see if I can, because there's still some dry bits down there. It's almost like a, oh, you know, from the magazine. I've got a couple of big spots there where the brayer didn't rub it out completely. I think my brayer might be out of kilter. A bit off, you might say. All right, I'm going in with one of these guys. I probably didn't put that in the best spot. Is Carol leaving? Okay, Carol. Have a great day. Carol, we'll see Carol tomorrow, Saturday. She's on, right, Carol? And are you still doing Sundays, or is it Annie? Ann's doing Sundays. Don't forget to keep an eye out for Carol and Ann. And then Deb. This is very muted, but it looks cool. That looks pretty cool. That'll work. See, and then I've got that not on the next page, but the flip over. So they look great together. Very nice, if I do say so myself. Okay, let's get the back of this guy, and then let me get a card like Susan suggested, and let's print on this side. Now I have stopped sanding because it didn't seem to like print a whole lot different. Okay, Barb's going to be right back. So that mostly didn't pick up much of anything underneath, but this wasn't the first pull either. It's kind of just a mush mush. All right, my book is just kind of tucked away there. I'm going to take this doily. I've got a doily sitting here. I think most of us have a doily sitting right by their desk, right? She's a crazy woman. I'm going to just pick up some of this if I can. See. I got two doilies. Two for the price of one. You can't get them apart when you want to. This doily is leaving imprints on the plate. Ah, so there's an idea. Okay, I've got papers in front of my, what is this? And some pages could have just a frame too, so a person could write in the space. Yes, that's true. And these pages that I'm using, some of them do have lines already, but my main goal today is because most of them have something I don't care for in the center, I'm wanting to cover that up. Like this says lab partner 9th grade. If I wanted to use this, I have no idea. Even if I had a lab partner in 9th grade. Okay? So I just want to cover that up. Susan says, my daughter bought me a new box from a thrift store. 1,000 doilies? That's amazing. Cool, excuse me. Okay, I got to get that side of the page. All right, so let's do I'm going to use some of this seashell. I can't seem to squeeze that out, so oh, please excuse me. Now I get the cough going. Boy, that is so cool. First of all, I think it's really cool that she thought of you and picked them up. I don't think my daughter would realize that that's something that mom would like to have. All right, this is an electric pink. Can you see those little, it's like electricity kind of squiggles? Love that. This is a sizzling pink. This is a neon. Some of the restaurant ones, like my husband and I, oh my gosh, this was probably 2 years ago. We went to an Italian restaurant. And the doily that came on the bread plate, I'm like, don't put your bread on there. I want this. I was stealing every time they brought something with a doily on. I was stealing the doilies because the pattern was beautiful. Sometimes when you see them and you want to buy them and pick them up, they're just kind of boring, you know. It's not a really nice. These had a beautiful, beautiful edge. Okay, this is a color shift. I don't know that this is going to do a whole lot for me, but I'm just going to put some of that on. I think I put too much on there. I don't have much in the way of, oh, I should have a raspberry though. Did I keep that raspberry? Oh, yeah, I kept that out. The fuchsia. Let me get a little fuchsia going on here. Come on, fuchsia. I don't know if I can get the lid off. Let's see. Ooh, Cheryl says she's gonna put paint colors in your magazine journals. I just love the way magazine journals feel, especially after you've done some work in them. Put some paint on them, or you know what, even just spritz the page with water and then let it dry and they get a little bumpy and crunchy. Oh, geez. Therapy. I need therapy. Yeah, and 1,000 doilies because of the way they're cut and they're just so compressed. I mean, goodness me. That's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let's start light to dark. Fuchsia. Yeah, that color shift's really not very nice. I found a couple on clearance. Color shifts are a little on the pricey side. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. I'm tearing the doily. What are you doing after lunch, Cheryl? Do tell. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm using this like a stencil. That one I didn't get so good. You like the color shifts? Susan says, as many times as I see magazine transfers on the gel plate, I can understand how it works. The ink is black and you put down black paint. Doesn't make sense. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. And the writing is right side up. It's not backwards. I mean, it's like freaky. Okay, I let it sit too long. Look, me and my blabbermouth. It's peeling the paint up. So that's kind of an epic fail. So let me do, let's see. What have I got that's interesting? Let's see if we can salvage this a bit. And this one's kind of cool, but I've had a hard time using this. Circles and splats, kind of. There's going to be some big gappers in this. Oh, I forgot about this one. I like this one too. This is like an iron gate. Let's see. Wait a minute. Playing with water. Oh, and paint lure. Okay, great. That sounds fun. Add a little water. I have my spritzer in the other room. I meant to bring it. I don't know if I can get this to... No, it's mostly peeling it up. Okay, I'm going to see if I can... All right, that one's done. Let's try to print on this. Let's just see. Spray a little water, huh? Okay. See what I can get. I'll have to go get my spritzer. Now, let's see. I'm going to try to print. Here's the Ace of Spades. Let's put that down here. It only picked up a portion. It's not covering the yuck in the middle. Yuck, 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 yuck. I'm going to go get my spray bottle. It'll just take one moment. I'm going to take a cracker on the way so you don't have to hear me munching. Ooh, it's thundering. It's really overcast here. Oh. Okay, my spritzer's, it's here. I put it. You have now entered the Twilight Zone. Is it too late to spritz it? Yeah. I like the Harlequin quite a lot. Let's see. What else do I have here? I have some. My husband looked into several, like those spiral bound composition books, like, subject books. So I pulled them out and trimmed off the, the pulley out part. My vocabulary today is really at a peak. Pink. Teresa says she's got to do more pink, purple, and gold gel prints. It looks good on her TP roll album. Well, I will say that really still kind of looks cool. So let me, I'm going to put a little bit of this patina back over this pink. Excuse me so much. I still apologize. See if I can lift this up, and I'll get it in my little composition books. And then I think I'm going to try, I was trying the other day, I did copper. What did I do? Copper, a brass or orange, and then I did, oh, holy smokes, what else? Oh, a little bit of black. And that was pretty cool. Okay, love, so let's see if we can pick up what's underneath there. Okay, Barb says, phew, I found the Tupperware lid. Otherwise, there would have been HE double hockey sticks to pay. She would have accused all the peeps in chat. That's okay. You can use me anytime as an excuse. Yeah, got some of it up. Got that little pink underneath. See, I'm not really good with like the color to put on top. Devon's really good at that. Like her color's really, maybe I should have gone darker because it was the pink. Oh, there's an idea, Lori. Da, 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 da. I'm still learning. But I think it's about time I've learned. Yes, I agree, Susan. Any metallic just elevates. All right, so let's try. Oh, I think I used like, I wanted to use up some. See, these are some older paints that I just can't throw things away. Not too dark, it'll take over the, okay. I just threw out a bunch of ancient Tupperware lids that I didn't have. How does that happen, guys? We have the same thing. How do you have either one way or the other? How do you have a bowl and no lid, or a lid and no bowl? Like, we don't throw them away. What do they take off at night? All right, this is an apple barrel paint. I am not crazy about apple barrel, but I think I probably bought this before I knew any better at all. All right, I'm going to grab my red. Ba-ba-ba-ba, if I can find it. There it is. There it is. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm going to put some red there. I'm going to grab, I know it sounds silly, I'm going to grab a little lavender. You sold Tupperware? I love Tupperware. I love containers. I love boxes. I love bags. I love fabric. I love yarn. I love paper. I love buttons. I love bangles. I love beads. And the list goes on and on. All right. I want to use a little bit of perhaps some vintage brass. So true. Susan's got it. When you pull out the fridge or the stove, you find missing things. Just hopefully you don't find any, guinea pig bones. Just saying. All right. This is a weird combo for sure. Let's get some of the red up there. Let's move some of this. See, the apple barrel is totally different on the plate. It's seems more translucent for sure. Let's roll in this kind of blendy there. I do love orange these days. I have become a real lover of orange. It's my third favorite color now. For years it was always just green. Then I added purple. For years it was just those two. Now my favorite is green, purple, and orange. And my mother says the other day, of course, my mother's getting a little loopy, that orange is her favorite color, and us girls had never, ever heard our mom say that orange was her favorite color. We always thought it was blue. She never wore orange. I'm going to redo that spot again. Uh-oh. Got my mitt down in there. The mitt dink. The mitt dink. It's unbelievable. I'm going to do the fence. I love the fence. Yeah, Gail's your least favorite? I would say you're probably not alone in that. I just don't know why all of a sudden I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm going to go into that accidental hand smush. And let's see here. Maybe some... Maybe some little circles. And how about a couple little of these, a couple little flowers. This is messy. I should have just cleaned a bigger space. I mean, I got stuff everywhere. Tiny bubbles in my paint. Do 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 do. Thank you, Gail. Okay, let's see if I can pop this. Alrighty, let's get if you will, clean page. All right, this one is Couples Who Dress Alike. All righty. I'm going to go right here and do the rub down. Barbara said we weren't allowed in the living room, but my parents had strangers. They got finger sandwiches with no crust and wine, and we got Zippo growing up. Well, that stinks. Gail says when I moved into my home back in '88, the great room and living room had this horrible burn. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, that would be horrible. Yeah. Horrible shag carpet. I can't do wine. Lipstick on a decanter. That sounds like a song. Who left the lipstick? Hey, this looks pretty cool. Who left? Now you can see just a little bit of that brass. But that'll do for a page for sure. All right, I gotta watch my time. I gotta watch my timey. Let's try this combo here on a card. Let's see. Let me get an ace of hearts here. See how that looks. And let's try the back of one. So the air conditioner fellow is supposed to come and fix the wire to hold us over till the parts, which I was surprised. They're supposed to come, I think, June 1st. I was thinking we would have an issue getting, the parts we need to fix the AC. So that's not bad. Hey, that looks pretty good, Susan. You almost can't see the A. Yeah, wine makes me feel funny. I think I'm allergic. Somebody said I'm probably allergic to the sulfur. My sister's really, yeah, didn't turn up so much on the back. On the back side. Okay, still got blank pages here. Nice. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, Cheryl's going to go have lunch. And I'm feeling a little better. 12. What time? Is it time for me to... Oh, it's time for me to go because I think Lena's coming on. Girls, it's time for me to go. Look, I did it. My tummy feels better. Okay, let me just get this up. Because this part here looks kind of cool. So I'm still going to mess around with this afternoon because then when I clean up the mess, then it's away for a little while, right? And then I don't get it out again and mess around for a while. Yeah, hopefully Lena will stream. I think she's planning on it. All right, let's see. So today we did this, and I'm trying to cover up, the stuff in the center of these pages. This one didn't cover. I have to redo that. Then we've got this one and that one. And this one and that one. And of course you can glue something over that, right? Barb, thanks for helping me. Oh, and here is this delicious print. The colors that Anne suggested. The teal, the coral, and the yellow. And then I've got that one that we just did. And this, I think I had, no, I did this one today because it's got the sparkly blue. And then that one, I think I might print on this one again. See if I can punch that up a little bit. All right. Oh, good. I'm feeling better. I can get some more art done. Watch Lena. It's Friday. Murray comes on tonight. We've got Beth tomorrow night. We've got Carol, Magical Touch Studio, and I think P&M Studio. I don't know if they're Saturday or Sunday. And then you've got Anne on Sunday. Anne, maybe. And then maybe, is it Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon? Anne and Deb. I've got to write Anne and Deb down. I don't think I have them. So jump on the bus. Okay, over to Lena's. I'm going to grab my salad, and I'll probably see you there. Thanks, ladies, and don't forget, take time to be creative and enjoy the journey. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.